All right. So thank you. We are back again, and we will continue.
Okay.
Yeah, we will continue our session. So we started the recording with the online session with Gordon, and we're having a round of questions, getting to know you better. And we stopped with, well, we were talking about the question, how do you usually celebrate your birthday, right? So
correct.
Yeah, did you need to write down? So how does Gordon usually celebrate his birthday at work? How do they celebrate the birthdays? How do doctors celebrate their birthdays at work? What do they usually buy?
Sweets.
Sweets, cake. What else?
A big cake.
A big cake and?
Surprises.
Surprises. Well, we don't know. We can ask about surprises, but he definitely mentioned the tea, right? So Gordon, how do you like your tea? How do you usually drink the tea?
Well, I drink my tea with milk and without sugar.
I see. So let's write it down. So Gordon usually drinks tea with milk and never with sugar. So write it down. All right. So at the end of this session, we will each come up with questions to see how much we managed to take notes and to write down while talking to Gordon. Okay, so there was another question. Somebody asked, do colleagues try to bring a surprise or to make a surprise on your birthday? And what kind of surprise might it be? Can you think of anyone now? Can you recall one?
Well, I think some people might bring a small present. Usually the present is the cake or the sweets.
I see.
But the other thing that they might do is make you cups of tea all day, so you don't have to make them yourself.
I see. So taking care of the person. I see. Well, thank you so much. I think we have some more questions. Sophia, have you got a question?
How was it like being a doctor?
Okay, so what is it like to be a doctor? What's your schedule like? What's your weekend like? So anything that you would like to share with us?
Okay, but good question. So it was a very enjoyable job. No, every day was never the same. Every day was different. And sometimes it could be more busy than other days. The work was very fast, and sometimes there was little time for rest. And it means you have to work very long hours, all times of the day.
Okay, so I think there are many people who work long hours. Let's write down this expression. So doctors work for long hours every day, just as teachers do.
Of course.
So doctors work for long hours every day. Okay, what about the weekend? Is it common? Do you ever get a call from patients? And I don't know, do you have to go and work sometimes maybe?
Yes, well, we work every day. Of course, I only work 4 days in 1 week, but that could be any day, a weekend or a weekday, because people unfortunately get unwell every day. So every day can be as busy or as quiet as it wants to be.
When I was a child, our teacher used to say that bakers work day and night to make the bread for us. So they have never, they never get a break. So I think that was a nice idea. Somehow we came to I don't know, to value the baker's work, working during the nights and baking the bread. But I think we need to calmer and say doctors as well. So thank you. Is it difficult? So, and we have got 2 more questions. Let's see. What's your question? What's your question? So it's a true or false question, which says bread
is difficult to digest.
digest. Well, could you please share your opinion? Bread is difficult to digest. One person is asking, Eva is asking, is it true or false? What's your opinion? Bread is difficult to
Well,
digest.
I'm not an expert on bread, but I think if you eat it in moderation, I think there is no problem. I think the body digests the bread how it needs to. Some people say that brown bread takes longer to digest than white bread.
Oh, interesting.
But yes, the body is very clever. It'll digest it how it needs to. But of course, they also say that brown bread is more healthy for you compared to white bread.
I see. And one more question comes from Nia. Nia, what's your question? Do you need help? What's your question?
True or false?
Yes. The tongue?
The tongue is the strongest muscle in the
Human body.
human body.
Well, the tongue is the strongest muscle in the human body. Is it true?
Well, I understand. It depends what you mean by the strongest muscle. I guess
no idea.
for
I guess
in
they might
of
have
course
read it somewhere and they might want
for the
to.
proportion, for the size of the organ, the proportion, it would be, yes.
Okay, I see. Well, these days we have been talking a lot about many things. We have also discussed yesterday, we had an interesting session about the breathing system. And we get all sorts of curious questions. Okay, good. Thank you so much. And I don't know, have you got a question for us? And we have also, by the way, we have also learned an interesting song that we would like to share. So just let us know when you would like us to sing the song. It's about how do you feel and which doctors do you usually make an appointment with when you get in trouble.
Okay, well, I'll listen to the song, and then whilst I'm listening to it, I'll think of a question to ask as well at the same time.
Thank you. All right, so let's sing all together the song. I've got a headache, I've got a headache. I don't want to go to bed. I've got a fever, I've got a fever. I don't want to do my homework. I've got a stomachache, I've got a stomachache. I don't want to do my lunch. I've got a blister, I've got a blister. I don't want to see my sister. Every time I get a headache, Mom takes me to the doctor. Every time I get a fever, Mom takes me to the nurse. Every time I get a toothache, Mom takes me to the dentist. Every time I see the dentist, I always feel I'm feeling worse. That's it. So I don't know.
Bravo.
Is
Very
it
good.
true? Do you like, which part do you like better? I think I like the last line. Whenever I go to see the dentist, I always come home feeling worse.
Yes.
All right. So let's see if we can answer your challenging questions. Have you got any? Maybe we can organize like a quiz to check if they know, for example, what happens and to which doctor should you go in case you have a certain problem. I don't know, you've broken your arm, you feel dizzy, anything like that. So we are ready for your challenges now.
Okay, then, if everybody's ready, I'll ask the first question. And is this a question for everybody? And you're going to choose who can answer it, Danielle, is that right?
One by one. So Vasily is the first.
Okay. Okay, so the first question is, you go to the doctor because you've got spots, but which doctor do you go to? Do you go to A, an ear, nose and throat specialist, B, a dermatologist, or C, an orthopedic doctor?
So if you got spots, which doctor do you go to? You can check your list. Which doctor do you go to when you got spots on the skin? So, spot, which doctor do you go to when you've got spots on the skin?
I don't know.
Dermatolog
Dermatolog.
in Romanian. So, do you go to the dermatologist?
Yes.
Good. Do we go to the dermatologist?
That is correct. Very
All
good.
right.
Correct answer.
So, Sorin, this is the question for you now.
Okay, so your question is, you have a temperature, you've got a temperature. Do you go to A, an orthopedic doctor, B, a cardiologist, or C, the family doctor, if you have a temperature?
Family doctor.
Okay, well done.
Well done. Excellent.
All right, Ilie is the next person.
Okay, so your question is, if you've got a cough, do you go to the family doctor, a dietitian, or a dentist?
A cough, a cough. Yeah, is it
Family
clear?
doctor.
The family doctor, okay.
Well done again, excellent.
Okay,
Good choice.
Bogdan is the next person, so he's ready.
Okay, so you are allergic to dust. Do you go to a cardiologist, a dermatologist, or a surgeon if you are allergic to dust?
Dust, cold. If you are allergic to dust, where do you go? Could you repeat once again the options?
Yes. So if you are allergic to dust, do you go to a cardiologist, a dermatologist, or a surgeon?
I think I'll go to a dermatologist.
Well done. Great choice.
Right.
Excellent.
All right. Thank you. Well, I think now people started worrying a little bit, so they are really doing their best to answer, but I'm sure they will do a great job. So Mia is the next person.
Okay, so the next question is, if a child has measles, do you go to a pediatrician, a surgeon, or a dentist? So if you have measles, do you go to a pediatrician, a surgeon, or a dentist?
If the child gets these sorts of problems, where does he go to? How do we call the doctor who takes care of children? We have talked about it today. So how do we call this doctor? Okay. Say it louder, say it louder. Pediatrician. So I think the words are too long.
Yes.
In this field. So pediatrician, is that right?
That's correct. And it's great that you answered that question correctly. A pediatrician is a very hard word in English to both say and it's to spell and to read. So you did very well there, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. And the next person is Vicky. Here is Vicky.
Okay, so your question is, you have got food intolerances. So, do you go to a surgeon, a dentist, or a dietitian? So if you have food intolerances, do you go to a surgeon, a dentist, or a dietitian?
Victoria, where do you go?
I think Dietitian.
Yeah, say it louder.
Dietitian.
Dietitian, is it right?
Well, that's great. Well done again for getting that right. That's really good. Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you. And the next person is Sophia. Here is Sophia.
Hi, Sophia. So your question is, you have an appendicitis. Do your friends take you to an eye specialist, a dermatologist, or a surgeon?
A surgeon, I think.
Yes, that's right. A surgeon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. Excellent, Sophia. Great.
We are lucky that some of the words sound just like in Romanian, you know, this universal
Okay.
doctor's language and terms. Okay.
Well, a lot of medical words and a lot of words we use as doctors actually come from Latin. And I understand Roman has some similarities maybe with Latin.
Okay, yeah, and from Latin and from Greek, I guess, as well, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, and the last question for Mia. So let's see. Eva, sorry. So, and this is Eva. So the last question is for Eva.
Hi there, Eva. Okay. So, your question is, you feel nauseous. Do you go to the family doctor, an eye specialist, or a radiologist if you feel nauseous?
I think we need help with this word. I think can you explain what it means? Because I didn't give this is a new word for them.
Okay.
So how do people feel? Yeah, can you describe this feeling, the problem?
Okay, so nausea is when you feel like you want to vomit or you feel generally unwell, maybe a little bit upset stomach.
Okay.
So you might be sick or you might want to vomit and be sick. So you're just feeling generally unwell, but usually you feel sick at the same time.
All right, it's clear now. And can we have the options once again, please? Could we have the
So
options?
again, if you feel nauseous, so you feel like you want to be sick or you feel generally unwell because of this, do you go to the family doctor, a radiologist, or an eye specialist?
Family doctor.
Well done. Excellent.
Okay.
Great choice, because that was a new word and it was very difficult, I can imagine. So yes, great. Everybody did really well there.
Yeah, so we are really happy that we were able to answer this quiz, because during the whole week we are trying to talk about health issues, how we can stay healthy, and what kind of doctors we need to go to when we have a problem. And we have actually also talked about going to the dentist. So we did a great job trying to learn topical vocabulary. And I think we can challenge our students to tell us a dialogue about going to the doctor. So let's see who is the bravest, who is brave and bold. So to share, okay, Vicky, we have one volunteer. Okay, so please, yeah. Could you please, Vicky, could you please come here so that we can see you better? Yeah. All right. So let's do it. Yeah, come closer, please. Okay, yeah. So who is the dentist? So Vicky is the dentist and you are the patient, right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So let's see.
Hi, Dr. Smith. My mom said I need a check-up. Hi there. Yes, let's take a look at those teeth. How are you feeling today? I am okay, but a little nervous. That's perfect. Normal. Let's start.
Can we do it without the handout? Okay. All right.
Let's start by putting the bright light on so I can see better. Open wide for me, please. Great, just like that. I silted out one of your teeth, and it looks like you have a cavity, and this tooth over here is chipped. Oh no, what does that mean? It means we need to fix them. To keep your teeth healthy through the cavity, I'll put a filling in. Is it going to hurt? Don't worry, I'll be very gentle. First, I'll numb the area so you won't feel any pain. You might feel a little pressure, but it won't hurt. Are you sure? Absolutely. I'll explain everything I'm doing. If you feel uncomfortable at any point, just raise your hand and I will take a break. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay, great. Here we go. First, I'm going to clean the area around the cavity.
Okay, I think that's the first part. And after that, they have learned, thank you so much. Let's clap your hands, everybody.
Well done.
Thank you. And after that, they try to explain how we have to clean our teeth, to brush our teeth properly. All right, so this was the part that we managed to do so far. And as part of the program, because we focus on guided reading and we organize this session in collaboration with the guided reading program of Feld School, we read different books. And I don't know, can you recall a book where one of the characters is a doctor or maybe a patient?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything right now.
Well, what about Dr. Dolittle? Have you read this book when you were a child, maybe?
Dr.
Dolittle.
Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah, have you read?
But I think he was a doctor who could talk to the animals. Is that right?
Right, you are right.
Correct.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, that's correct. Okay, and then we also talked about Heidi. This is a book which was written by a Swiss author. Have you read this one?
I haven't read it, but when I was younger, my sister read this book and I'm aware of the book Heidi, yes.
All right, so let me see in terms of time, how much time we've got left, because the session might end quite soon. We've got 4 minutes left. Okay, so we are really eager to say we have made up a small dialogue. We have read the story and we have made a dialogue based on the story. And so we have 2 characters. It's Heidi and Clara. And we will have also, we started the rehearsal, but I think this might be done without any papers on Friday. But let's try to see, to show you what we have managed to do and the dialogue that we have prepared about Heidi. So is everyone ready?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I will give the floor to you now. You know who the author is, right? So you can use the handout. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. You can have a look at your notes, and we will try to show Gordon a sequence from our play. So who is the author? Okay, so you can start, please.
Heidi and Peter are outside in the beautiful Swiss Alps, helping Clara, who is sitting in her wheelchair with grandfather watching America.
So,
Claire, today is the day. I know you can do it. The fresh mountain air has made you stronger. I don't know, Heidi. I'm scared. I'm scared. What if I fall? Don't worry, Clara. We're all here to help you. Just try to stand first, and we'll see.
Clara, you need so much progress. We believe in you.
Who's next?
Heidi and
What's
Peter
that, Mas?
help Clara as she grips the sides of the wheelchair and slowly starts to stand. She wobbles but manages to stand up straight. Straight Heidi and Peter cheer her on.
You're standing, Claire. You're doing it. I'm standing. Oh, it feels wonderful backstage.
Now try to take a small step, Clara. We're right here beside you. Clara, with determination, takes a small step forward and then another. She regains more confidence with each step supported by Heidi and Peter. Grandfather watches with a broad smile.
I'm walking. I'm really walking. This is amazing.
I know you could do, Clara. You're so strong. Well done, Clara. You're incredible.
It's a day to remember. We are so proud of you.
Clara continues to walk slowly but steadily.
Steadily.
With Heidi and Peter by her side. She reaches out to hold grandfather's hand, and they all share a moment of triumph and happiness together.
Thank you, everyone. I couldn't have done it with you.
Without you, I couldn't have done it. Yeah, once again.
This is the best day of my life.
I'm so proud of you, Clara.
Okay, this is our play. So this is our play, and this is how we have seen the two characters, Clara and Heidi. We are really happy that by emotional support and staying in the fresh air, spending time with friends, she manages to heal, to get better, and to stand from the wheelchair. And we are really happy that this story has a happy ending. Well, and taking into consideration that we have very little time, we would really love to say thank you for this great session, Gordon. It gave us an opportunity to talk to a native speaker, to show you what we have managed to do in terms of guided reading stories, talking about